I'm going to show you how to draw the Lady Liberty. So first what you're going to need, I have a notebook with just a plain piece of paper on it. I have a pencil, you need an eraser on it. I have a Sharpie to outline, and I have a bunch of colored pencils. So I always in my videos, I always have a rough draft of my drawing so I can kind of look over and see how I am going to draw it. So let's move the camera down here. So this is my sheet of paper, and I'm going to try to face it sideways so Lady Liberty can be going like down, so I'll be drawing on a slant so you can kind of get a better angle of this. So first what you kind of want to do is draw this long square body. This is going to be very light. That is why right now you can barely see it. Then you want to draw a little circle. Actually, this is pretty big, but you know, I'm just kind of like making my way. So then you're going to draw this arm going up, this arm going somewhat down. It doesn't have to be perfect. Then you are going to do details on the head now. So I'm going to, since her head's pretty big right now, she's going to have this little darker line, as you can see down here, and we are going to put dots down here. And it doesn't matter how many dots you have, whatever fits best for you. And I'm going to outline a little bit, not outline, but make a darker line so I can see where that part of the head is. So another tip is that when you are drawing, you want to make some parts shading different when you color, but we're not on that. So now we're going to make her little spikes. So that's 1, 2. They can be skinny, they can be fat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we need one more, so how about this, 7. I'll just erase this fat one, because she has 7 spikes for representing the 7 continents. Let's erase that. I'm not the best drawer, but I did this project because I thought maybe I could get better at drawing and help others. So now that we've gotten most of her essential head done, we're going to draw her little hair piece going down. And she's going to be not with 2 little eyes. She's got a pointy nose, actually. And let's give her a smiley face, because why not? So now we're going to start on the top hand, but I'm going to show you how she looks so far. So let's move her back down. Ooh, her eyes are actually kind of lopsided, so let's get those more in place. Perfect. So now we're going to work on this hand that's going up. So we are going to draw her little fire, like pitchfork or something. No, not pitchfork, but I hope you know what I mean. I don't know what it's called. So right now I'm actually going to have to draw with this way because it's the easiest for me. So you want to kind of make like a little cone shape. And then you want to build onto that by making 2 straight lines, then another like box over it, and a hump. And then you want to draw your flames. So this is how I draw my flames. I make little wavy lines, as you can see. It doesn't look like fire right now, but I'm going to show you a trick. You just build on those lines by doing this. You start from the point and go from here. So it kind of looks more like fire. And she doesn't have any hands right now, but now, I mean fingers, but now she will. Because, you know, Lady Liberty has fingers. Let's do like that. Fingers coming out, and actually her arms are pretty thick. I was just doing so this is actually my first video of my Passion Time project, and now we're moving on to the smaller hand. This is going to be holding a notebook. So we are doing actually no, it's not a notebook. It's actually a regular book. So you wanna put 2 little fingers here and erase the extra arm piece on there and build more onto our arm.
It's a baby animal.
And so you can look on my website to learn some facts about her and stuff. Lady Liberty, about if she, like facts about her on my website called How to Draw Famous Landmarks.weebly.com. So as you can see, her body still looks like a mess. So still looks like a square box. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna erase this part. You don't have to erase all of it unless you made like, I kind of made it more humpy because it looks more like her shoulders.
Last time I tried,
and
let me show you what the end was. I showed you the body and it came out better,
so her body is getting more like a human's body. She's actually one of the most famous landmarks in the world, which is really fascinating. So we're going to make a line down, kind of making her little more curved lines going up. How does that look? I'm not going to be perfect on this, but
okay. Oh, let's try this.
Okay, so I've gotten her body done, but now she needs some clothes. The way her clothes work is I'm going to show you on this picture right here. It's kind of like this little cloth thing going over her, like really. So let's do it. It's going to be going slanting. It's not straight down cloth. So let's try it. This is like the worst part of this. I'm like horrible at this part. It doesn't really look like cloth.
So make sure you have these two, this and this step.
I may not be the best. So actually this kind of looks plain right now, so let's add some more detail.
So let's try and draw a cute head.
Then we're going to add some dash marks. I don't know, maybe because it adds a little bit more detail in a way. So there's so far my Lady Liberty. She's going to go out a little bit more though. Okay. Erase some of her body because you have to overlap it, because that's what I did.
I'm going to be right back. I'm not going to go far.
No, you can have this.
Okay, so I got a pencil. That's my friend Anna. Who's drawing Miss Liberty?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, my friend needed a pencil. So this is what her her cloth looks like. But now we're going to do her little feetsies. So she's got, actually not feetsies, toes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So she's actually in this picture. On the YouTube video, she's actually on a standing real knife up of water, like she's built in with the water, I think. So let's make her stand. So first what you want to do is, I'm just going to make a little big square box right now, because that's going to be the easiest, because basically the whole stand looks like a box. But first what you're going to do is you're going to make one small line. And actually what's perfect about these notebooks is that they show little lines, so you can kind of like make a straight line with them. But now we're going to make more of a curved line, swooping, like that. But it has a little, like that. I don't know what you call that, but
Try and make it like go.
but it's like a little arc and a dot. But now we're going to make kind of like a hot dog, and then another part of a square. Okay, so I've kind of written that a little bit darker because then I know where my erase spots can be at. So, I might erase some of my piece. That's why I'm going over it a little bit more and erasing more. When you do art, it doesn't have to be perfect, but there's a lot of erasing involved, so get ready with that. So we've drawn Lady Liberty right now, but we are not done. That's why we have a Sharpie. So we're just going to go over her with Sharpie. And actually, when you go over with Sharpie, I would prefer a thin one. Unless you're going for something more abstract, then you can do different ones. You can do thin, you can do thick, because I'm using the Sharpie brand, and there's thick Sharpies as well. There's not just these thin ones. So if you want to go buy those and do it the other way, I just like mine perfect, even though nothing in the world is perfect. I like to think so, though. So now we're going to got her spikes down. We got this down. Okay, I'm concentrating right now, so it's hard to like talk and concentrate. But let's fill in her little circles. The circles do not need to be perfect.
And then I need to draw.
Yeah. And when we're drawing Lady Liberty, unless you want to, you don't need any rulers whatsoever. Unless you want to make her arms a little bit straight and stuff, but I don't want to do that to her.
So the penguin's going to be looking at this pin right now. The penguin's going to be looking at this direction.
Okay, let's get her.
What they do.
Sorry if this isn't the best angle, but it's the best I can do right now. I'm sorry. But I'm just trying to do this quickly over with marker. Normally when you're drawing, I like to start with pencil. That's my tip for you, because when you draw it in marker, you just mess up sometimes and you can't take it back, and then you'll have to make a whole new one. And that is a bummer in my opinion. But if you want to go with marker, go ahead, unless you're a really good drawer like I am. So just going over these lines, and let's make these creases. And I was going to say this to you earlier, but what is the point? Oh, I am so sorry right now. I made a mistake even. So actually what you do is you make these little circles instead of little lines. So I'm just going to show it to you. I messed up on the book. It's just supposed to be these little circles. Okay? Sorry. And actually, you got to erase the little line of the book because the book isn't going through your circly hands. Just bear with me a little bit longer. Almost done. Just almost. Just gotta outline this arm, the bottom, and her torch. But the torch is gonna be so easy. Normally when you draw Lady Liberty, I don't like to add so much detail to her. Even though, because she's a little statue, but you know, my videos later will have much more detail. Like the Big Ben I'm going to draw is going to have a lot of detail. And my Eiffel Tower is hopefully going to have a lot of detail. Almost done. And okay. Done with the outlining. So now it's time to erase all her pencil marks. This should not be slow for me.
This nose is still too little.
Oh no, I got it on the computer. Okay, it's off. Okay.
So, an artist makes lots of mistakes. Nope, too big. This pen looks like it's
Race. Almost finished with erasing my masterpiece. It's not actually really that great, but and Lady Liberty, for a fact, she's not really smiling, but you know, I like when they smile. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to color in Lady Liberty, and I have my pencils here. So I want to use a dark green one, a light green one, and I'm going to do the colors for the fire. So maybe like a yellow, I'm just trying to find a red, and
this pen looks like a looking.
an orange.
So let me try and see.
So let's start coloring her in.
Because right now it looks super small.
So I got 2 different colors of greens because I want different shades in some areas. So first we're going to start off with the darker green. Most of her body is actually light, but I like to mix it up. So her headpiece is going to be shaded in, her spikes I mean. There's a word for these. Actually, they start with like an H. There's an H word for them, but I don't know. I think so. You might just have to look it up. I'm not quite sure.
Okay, so here's the head. Let me try and make it look.
I want to color in more abstract, but if you don't, you can make it all one simple color. But then I am going to use the light green.
So this time,
Let's color in her headpiece. And actually, when you do markers, it just bleeds through. I prefer not to, because also pencils are just more easy. And actually, there's such thing as erasable pencils. These are actually my friend's pencils, because my desk is a horrible mess. So actually, you also need a black too, because I am going to color in her hair black. Because I'm not quite sure what her hair color is. Don't know, but let's just make it black for her. I don't even know if she has hair sticking out. Like, I like to make this kind of my own way. Like, I got it from a video. It was pretty cool. But, you know. Oh, also where I made the little, you see, marks, I'm going to use the dark one and color it in dark right there. Because that's its representation for being dark. And yeah, that's all the marks we had. But now we're just going to color the rest in with the light green. Lady Liberty is actually pretty simple. I like to think it is simple because she's actually made out of like some sort of like 24 karat gold. Something like that.
Okay. So
I'm just kind of like sloppily coloring all the area because it's really hard and it's a waste of time to just color every section specifically. If you want to do that, go ahead. That makes it much more prettier though.
Yeah, I'm actually, it's too.
Sorry if this is taking too long, but at least I might be giving you some time. I have some, it's not just about drawing, I just am trying to learn because maybe I could help my kids when I grow up to draw, because I really love drawing in my opinion. I love art. Maybe I'm not the best at it, but I still love it, and that's not going to stop me.
That's another animal I will be drawing. So
Almost finished with her body, and now once we're done drawing her body, I mean her like cloth. I'm gonna call it cloth even though it might not be, or her dress or something like that. Her arms are actually about the same color. I'm just gonna like barely use the dark green and lightly cover it with it.
I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you later. Bye. Okay.
And also her notebook's really dark green, so let's color it in some more. Along with her fingers, I'm gonna do dark green too, because why not? Let's make her face dark green since her arms are dark green. And basically all of Lady Liberty is just green, 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 green galore. And let's make her arms colored in green. Make sure when you're by the, a torch, that's what it's called, I think it is. You color in this very specifically, because, most of the torch is actually brown, and I forgot to bring that up, that you need a brown. So I got my brown pencil, and let's draw in her. Sorry if my voice, it's just I'm kind of losing it right now. I've had a long day. So, let's color this in. Now it's time to do the fire. Honestly, this is one of my favorite parts because I get to use all these. I'm just gonna like color one shade in with orange, one shade in with yellow, and one shade in with red. Which, red is one of my favorite colors actually. And look at this, it's so pretty. It's pretty good, I mean. And now it's time for the bottom. Let's draw her feet dark. I mean her toes. And time for this, but I don't really know what color it is. So actually before we color it in, she's got like a little shadow, so let's kind of use the colored pencil to make a shadow. I'm looking at my I'm like, because she's got like a shadow. Okay, now it's time. I'm just going to do, let's go with green as the hot dog piece, dark green as the main supporter, another dark green, because why not? It's like gonna be a pattern, and then we're gonna do some light green. And we're done with Lady Liberty. So this is what she turned out to be like. May not be perfect, but thanks for watching my video on how to draw Lady Liberty. Bye!